right, so guys, I'm making a video for Friday. You'll notice that I've changed my shirt. Just kidding. I'm staying on the same shirt because I am doing it all today on Wednesday. But hey, trying to keep things going. So hopefully, like I said, you guys now would be done with your crazy essay. Hallelujah, you're done with crazy essay week. And if I'm being honest, I am fairly confident this is your final essay for the class. Yay. Basically, guys, moving forward, the final two essays are going to be, or two essay grades. It's going to be a director's notebook for you guys' Shakespeare play, and I'm trying to work something else out for the final document. We were going to do a performance. That's obviously now a little bit put into question. So we'll talk about that later. Figure that stuff out. Anyway, for now, today is Friday, or rather, it's Friday for you guys. We're working on narrating, so I figured it'd be nice to kind of go through this. You don't need to watch this video if you don't feel that you need any help, but just so you know, I do recognize that grammar can be tough, and if you guys get stuck, I want you to reach out to me. Please, I'm going to be on from 1 to 2:30 on Friday. If you need me to be on earlier than that or otherwise, please reach out to me, and I will help you guys out. I know that grammar can be tough, and if you don't have someone walking you through, it's even harder. So we'll figure something out. Please reach out to me. I want to help you guys out and be successful. So this one really, guys, is working on active and passive voice. Now, I didn't preview any of this and do this in advance, so I really hope I get this all right. I mean, I've done active and passive voice before. It's something I know a lot about, so we can do that. So basically, the concept here, guys, is in active and passive voice, the question is who is doing what. So we got to think about what's kind of happening here, and so I'm gonna just kind of whip this out. Um, Basically, we are going to be talking, so with the active and passive voice, basically you've got the subject is going to come first, and then you've got the verb, and then you've got the object. So in this case, we've got an example of passive voice. The pumpkins were carved at Timon's house. Okay. The question that we're missing here is that we actually don't have a clear subject because we don't know who carved them, and that's kind of our question here. So it really should read, I carved the pumpkins at Timon's house. That would be active voice. In this case, it's an example of passive voice. Yay. Okay. I'll do a couple more examples. This part's the easier part. It's the next stuff that gets really tough. So this one says, Gilderoy Lockhart's poem was not read aloud in class. Let me just kind of look at that. It's a little tricky. Gilderoy Lockhart's poem was not read aloud in class. I guess the question, again, I'm still thinking this is going to be passive. It looks like it's by whom. Who did not read Gilderoy Lockhart's poem? The tricky part here is in this case, right, you've got Gilderoy Lockhart, and so the temptation is to think, Gilderoy Lockhart, oh, he's a subject, but because it's a possessive, then now that something becomes an adjective, long story short, there's no subject. So this should be passive. So one more time. The pasta dish has been cooked by Oliver Wood twice. Now, this is still an example of passive voice, okay? And here's why. You've got Oliver Wood is our subject. However, this word by, and you're going to see other prepositions or prepositional phrases. In this case, the preposition by. That means that Oliver Wood is no longer the subject of a sentence. He is now an adjective. So the sentence basically can be broken down to saying the pasta dish has been cooked. So we're left with who. So really, the sentence should read, Oliver Wood has cooked the pasta dish twice. That would be active voice. This is an example of passive voice. Okay. I'm just going to kind of see if I can move through these a little quicker to see if I can give you some better examples. Lucius Malfoy is giggling. That's active. Ooh. Every morning, Gregory Goyle ignores the loud rooster outside his bedroom window. Again, so Gregory Goyle, subject, ignores, verb, what? What does he ignore? He ignores loud rooster. This is active, okay? Albus Dumbledore was chased by an angry squirrel. Active. So, oh, I got that wrong. My bad. I was doing it too fast. Albus was chased. Oh, we're missing something. We're missing a what, right? So it is passive. So a sentence is passive voice and the subject is having something done to it. So yeah, so it should have read an angry squirrel chased Albus Dumbledore. My bad. So I'm going to go ahead and move on from this actually, even though I know I got some stuff wrong. He landed. Cat and his team rose. Cat, Aberdeen. Crew team rose. Passive, right? That is active. Anyway, I want to move on because I want to show you guys some other examples. Okay, ignores. Posters will be signed by Hagrid, passive. Tomatoes are eaten by passive. All right, so we're back on. So I'm going to move on. I want you guys to see some other stuff. Oops, sorry, I went too far. Sorry, I just want you guys to kind of get some examples here. Hopefully, I apologize if this is a little too lengthy of a video. I realize how that might be frustrating. Let me kind of, let's see if I can do, let's kind of just go to here. Okay, this is the tough one. This is where students usually get stuck. Okay, so we have to rearrange the words. Okay, so the statement here is drag the word yesterday into the gray box. Okay, you guys have done this before. It's because I haven't done this before. Rearrange it so the dog ate my homework. Okay. Now change to 8. Will eat. Sometimes they're multiple. Drag tomorrow to the front sentence. Great. Okay. Sorry. Okay. There. Sorry. Questions will ask you to rearrange sentences in multiple different ways. The first sentence, drag the years ago to the end of the sentence. Scroll down to the second sentence. In the second sentence, drag years ago between the words planted and by. All right. Sorry. Here's where it gets tricky. Okay, they're going to ask you to put this into active voice and into passive voice. So this is where students get stuck up. Okay, I'm going to try to do this correctly for you. Hopefully, I get it right. It is tricky, so sometimes I'm going to mess up. So I just want you guys to know, work through this. Okay, so cross your fingers. So. Here's the original sentence. Those flippers are worn by Mr. Filch to every snorkeling lesson. So the thing we can say is it's already in passive voice, right? Because by we need to put Mr. Filch as the active. So if I want to make this active, so Mr. Filch wears those flippers to every snorkeling lesson. Okay, so that should work. Mr. Filch, what does he do? He wears those flippers. So that's active, okay? Now, if my memory is correct, I'm hoping I'm right. This should be fine, right? Those slippers are worn by Mr. Filch. That is passive, so we're gonna leave it. Ta-da. Okay. I filled Sarabi's bathtub with a pack of jumbo water balloons. So this is active. Okay, I filled. So I is the subject, verb. The bathtub is the object. So this is already an active. So you shouldn't have to make any changes to this first sentence. Okay. Now the second sentence, this is where it gets tricky, right? Is putting it into passive. We don't typically want to write in passive voice, but this is asking us to practice. What does it look like? What is passive voice? So play with it. So it's usually pretty helpful to do something like this. Sarabi's bathtub was filled by me. And this is what I'm going to do. By me, let's see, was filled with a pack of by me. So I'm going to do that. I think this should be right. I put this now in passive. I've got this ugly little phrase here. I've made it nasty. I've made it this nasty passive voice. Let's see if it works. Ta-da. Okay. I'll do one more just so you guys can get the idea, and then I'm going to be done with it. Okay. I make delicious upside down cake with Simba's Lucky Baking Pan. I make an upside down cake. Seems good to me. So that seems like it's active. So, let's see. A delicious upside down cake is made by me. A delicious upside down cake made by me. I'm going to try that. I think that'll work. It's ugly. It's weird. Yeah, cool. All right. I'm going to let you guys fix on that part. So I'm going to kind of go back to this. So we're going to slip down now to the very last point, varying sentences with voice. Okay, so it's our final section. So this is playing with voice. Okay, again, active and passive voice. That's kind of our focus here. So arrange the pieces below in 3 ways without changing meaning or tense. So this is going to be, ooh, this looks tough. Okay, so emphasize who or what is doing the action. Okay, so that's going to mean Minerva McGonagall braided my guinea pig's hair when I wasn't looking. Who is doing the action? Okay, so that would be Minerva McGonagall. So that she's going to go the question. She braided. So I don't think I'm going to change this. Okay, because this is already emphasizing who is doing the action. Minerva McGonagall, she is doing the action. She braided my penny cakes hair. Yeah. Emphasize what is being done too. So that means they want in passive voice. So my guinea pig's hair should go first. Let's see. My guinea pig's hair was braided by Minerva McGonagall when I was looking. Emphasize when or where. So when I wasn't looking, comma, Minerva McGonagall braided my guinea pig's hair. Should work. Crossing fingers. Ta-da. So, do one more. All right. In the middle of the playground, Katniss Everdeen lands the helicopter. So, who or what is doing the action? They want active voice. So, Katniss Everdeen. So she needs to go first. So Katniss Everdeen lands the helicopter in the middle of the playground. We don't need a comma anymore. Boom. Okay. Who is it being done to? So this should be passive voice. So the helicopter was landed by Katniss Everdeen in the middle of the playground. Again, we don't need the comma. Emphasize. So again, so this is passive voice, right? We're trying to put everything passive, so you put the thing is being done to. So it's the helicopter, right? So it's passive voice. Okay. Finally, emphasize when or where. So in this case, in the middle of the playground, Katniss Everdeen. So we don't need to make any changes here. It's emphasizing. So when it's asking you to emphasize, they want you to put the thing they want first, and then you kind of make the sentence make sense. So the only time you're kind of working counterintuitively is whenever you're asked to work in passive voice, like here. Passive voice is a bad style of writing. It is a weaker form of writing. You don't want to do it. Okay, so that's the only one that's going to be counterintuitive. Everything else, it should sound normal. Right? This sounds normal. Katniss Everdeen lands the helicopter in the middle of the playground. Finally, in the middle of the playground, Katniss Everdeen lands the helicopter. Those are both active voice. Let's make sure I did it right. Oh, crap. Well, look at that. Did something wrong. So, what did I do wrong? The helicopter was your arranged pieces. What did I do wrong? Is being done to. Helicopter. What did I do wrong? I'll be honest, I'm actually not sure what I did wrong here. The helicopter was. Emphasize whom or what the action is done to. So this would be the helicopter. Katniss Everdeen. The helicopter was landed by Katniss Everdeen. Is landing? No. Will be landed? Maybe that was it. Oh, because I want to keep tense. So lands will be landing. Maybe? Nope, did it wrong. Well, let's see what I did wrong. Helicopter will be landing by Katniss Everdeen. Oh, right. Okay. Again, it's an issue with tense. Okay, it's tricky. So here it's just saying, that's not very helpful. So in this case, it was really just tense. So I screwed up because I kept saying will be landing. It's is landed. So I said was landed. It should have been is landed. So present tense because present tense and present tense. So I'm going to be that jerk in the room, and I'm not going to actually redo these three. I don't want to waste too much of you guys' time, but if you guys get stuck, please let me know, and I will gladly help you out, okay? Good luck with this. This is not going to be due until till April 2nd, actually. So I changed the date. It's going to be April 2nd. On April 3rd, that's the day before spring break, you're going to be taking your quiz. Okay, so keep that in mind. The quiz, normally I'll let you guys take it over like a 24-hour period. Next Friday, so April 3rd, when you take the quiz, it's going to be within that day. So you got to get it done that day, okay? All right, guys. Good luck. Keep it up. Have fun. Bye.